Hi guys, it's Chelsea and today I am here for you with a tips and tricks video. I haven't done one of these in a while, but this one is really important and it's kind of hitting home today because today is hot. And as you can see by the title of this video, I am going to give you 5 tips on how to beat the heat when you live on the road out of a vehicle, camper trailer like I do, or anything along those lines. So my number one tip for when it's really hot outside and beating the heat is shade. Okay, so obviously if you are able to park in shade, good for you, that's great. A lot of places that I have stayed, I don't really get that opportunity because if it's in a campground, they usually keep the trees away because big rigs can't really fit under them very well. And a lot of campgrounds are just kind of on an open plot of land. And also if you stay on BLM land a lot, you might not be able to find shade again. So because I am in a camper trailer, a huge thing that has just totally saved me is my awning. It's not even to create shade for your outdoor area, like your sitting area or whatever, if you're staying somewhere for a while, which it can create shade for that. But really the biggest thing is that it keeps sun off the side of your rig, and that has helped immensely with not letting the inside of your rig get too hot. So if you can, park so that the side that the awning is on faces where the sun comes up, because that'll keep you cool for the majority of the day. Because if the air gets hot in your camper early on, it's going to stay hot. But if you can have your awning out and kind of create shade on the side of your camper while the sun is rising and the day is getting hotter, it'll keep your camper much cooler all day. So awning, number one tip. Number 2 is an obvious one, windows. Try to keep your windows open, all of them, as much as possible. I always keep windows open on both sides of my camper because I think it's really important to be able to have that airflow. Unfortunately, the only window I have on this one side of my camper over here is a very small one by the door. So I ended up just keeping the entire door open, just the screen closed all day in the summer, just so that it gets a big place for air to go through. Number 3 is blinds. This is kind of like the awning trick, but with blinds basically. So I leave the windows open, but I don't want to close the blinds all the way because then it'll prevent air from moving through. So I close the blinds as much as possible. The type of windows that I have open about halfway, like it's like a big window but only half of it opens and it's the bottom half. So I close the blinds to the top half of the window just so that sun doesn't come in but air is still cool to go through. And any other windows that don't open in here, I leave the blinds closed, keep it dark and cool in here, and yeah, that helps a lot, I swear. It seems like a small thing, but it helps a lot. Number 4 is fans. Y'all, let me show you this fan I bought. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. This fan was expensive. This video is not sponsored, but this is one of the best fans ever. This is a Ryobi fan. I got it at Home Depot. They have like all the like power tools and stuff. And the reason that it was so expensive is because of this battery right here. This is a 6 amp hour 18 volt lithium battery, and it is rechargeable. It charges off my solar if I wanted to. It is amazing. I used to have these little black fans that hung above my bed, but like you would get a couple hours of like light breeze coming out of them and then the batteries would die, and they were just like AA batteries, and I felt so wasteful and like I was wasting a lot of money. So I invested into this fan, which is a heavy duty big boy fan, and man, this thing has 2 modes. Look at this. Just kidding. Anyway, the fan is amazing. Like I said, not sponsored, but bro, this is that shit, okay? This is that shit. Also, I should probably mention that these are all tips for people that do not have air conditioning units or power, because I do have air conditioning. I have an air conditioner in here, but I do not always have access to electricity. I'm not always at campgrounds like that have plugins. Like right now I'm staying on BLM land and it's hot today, man, and I haven't had hookups in weeks, man. Weeks and weeks. I don't know when the last time I had electricity hookups was. It's been a while. Number 5, the last tip here is blankets. This also seems hella obvious, but I don't know. I have 2 blankets. I have a wintertime blanket on my bed and I have a summertime blanket. My wintertime blanket is like a big comforter with like a bunch of fake feathers in it and stuff, and it is really, really warm. And then I have this is my summer blanket. It is yay thin, but it still looks cute, you know? And it's kind of for those people that just have to have something on them when they sleep, even if it's just a sheet. This is like that. It's basically a sheet. I got it at Target. It has a cool like velvet suede texture to it. But yeah, so tip is to have a wintertime blanket and a summertime blanket. That's about it. Other than that, make sure that you only go on hikes or go out and stuff like, you know, either early in the morning or late in the afternoon after the sun has kind of gone for the day. It is so hot, so basically during the middle of the day, we don't do anything here, which is totally fine with me because it gives me opportunities like this to be productive and film and just get stuff done. But yeah, man, it's a hot summer. I hope that these tips have helped you out quite a bit. If they have and you live in a vehicle or on the road at all, let me know in the comments below what you do to beat the heat, because I could always use some more tips and that would just be really helpful for me because, dude, it's hot, like I've said a million times. Please subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I make videos about living on the road, and I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.